Last week walinipata unawares. Warudi tena. Wajaribu tena. We will protect the city, the capital city. Wasijaribu. Yani, si wanasema kuna siku wanakuja? Wajaribu.
Naam, barabara mpenzi mtazamaji wa habari zetu, natumai mahali popote ulipo upo mzima na bure wa afya. Karibu nikupashe. Naam, vita baina yake Johnson Sakaja na MP wa Embakasi East ambaye anajulikana kama Babu Owini vimezidi kusheheni, huku Johnson Sakaja akizidi kutuhumu kana kwamba Babu Owini ndiye alikuwa naye sponsor guns hapa nchini Nairobi. Na siku hii katika usemaji wake Johnson Sakaja amepata kudhibitisha kana kwamba yeye hasiki popote mbali, walikuwa pamoja na cabinet secretaries wake katika county ya Mombasa ambapo walikuwa wanazidi kushughulikia shughuli za Nairobi County, wakati ambapo guns walikuwa infiltrated na kuonekana katika ofisi zake gavana hapa Nairobi. Tazama vita baina yake Johnson Sakaja na mbunge wa Embakasi East Babu Owini. Hivi ndivyo maneno yalivyokuwa.
I saw a clip on Tuesday of alleged goons coming out of City Hall, which I asked that to be investigated. I myself was in the coast. We've been there for the whole week with our cabinet, just doing our end of year, retreat and replanning for this new financial year. The financial year ends in June, and I would hate it that something like that would have been planned from City Hall, from wherever it is. Normally when you're in such a situation, the first casualty is the truth, and when the first casualty is the truth, opportunistic politicians even try to bring themselves into such a move to taint their opponents, and so if somebody would try to claim that I, the governor, was meeting people to plan violence in City Hall, while one, I was in Diani, number one, with my cabinet from Sunday. I've just come back this morning, and number two, I have always believed in siasa safi. I've always believed in that freedom of expression, even when it is not within my political side of the equation. You remember a few years ago I released, or rather I sought the release of an opposition politician who was incarcerated, and that was because he had insulted the president, because I believe people should express themselves. And so and anyone would try to make it look like it's you by doing it from City Hall. If you were to do such a thing, you would not do it in plain sight, and from where you work, you would not do it that way.
I stand before you today not just as a voice of concern, but as a citizen who is deeply outraged by the senseless violence we are witnessing. The recent attacks by goons on innocent people are not just cowardly. They are a direct assault on the values we hold dear as a society: the value of peace, value of dignity, and justice. Let me be clear today with what is happening in Nairobi at the CBD. There is no place for violence in a civilized society. No ideology, no agenda, no grievance justifies raising a hand against another human being. These goons, these thugs are not heroes. They are criminals, and they must be treated as such. We cannot and will not remain silent when our fellow citizens are beaten, harassed, and intimidated. Silence in the face of such brutality is complicity. It is our moral duty to speak up, to demand accountability, and to ensure that those responsible are brought to book. I also take this opportunity to condemn the senseless killing of one innocent protester at the CBD today by a police officer, an officer whose responsibility is to protect lives and to protect property. But instead, these officers resorted into taking lives. I want to condemn this with the contempt it deserves. And I want to warn this officer, having known very well what is happening in this country, that his own boss is going to be charged for murder. How can you move further to kill an innocent protester whose only mistake is to go on the street to protest against the death of one of their own, the death of one Albert Ojwang, who was senselessly killed too in the hands of the police officers? Such police officers are criminals. Such police officers must be condemned. Such police officers must take plea, must be charged with murder. And we are waiting, we are seeing your actions, and at the right time, we will also act. To the governor of Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja, your actions today do not make you strong. Hurting others does not give you power. It reveals your weakness. It reveals your fear. It reveals your utter lack of respect for the rule of law. And we will not allow fear to win. I want to tell you clearly that you've hurt so many people, but the goons that you've hired today at the CBD to hurt people during demonstrations, and we will not take it lightly. To the victims and families, you are not alone. We see you, we stand with you, and we will continue to fight for a society where everyone can live without fear, regardless of their background, beliefs, and opinions. Let us send a message loud and clear that we will not be bullied, we will not be silenced, and we will never stop fighting for justice. We will never stop fighting for peace and for the right of every individual in this county and in this country. What the governor has done is completely unacceptable. I condemn it strongly, and I believe that he can do better. When he was campaigning, he used to say that siasa bila chuki, siasa bila vita. But now, what are we seeing in Nairobi? A disorganized county, a county that should be organized instead of being antagonized by the governor with the help of the government. We want to warn the goons that you need to stay at home. When people are peacefully demonstrating against the death of one Albert Ojwang that was so gruesome, a death that every Kenyan condemned, you come and you start dancing on the grave of the dead by trying to intimidate fellow Nairobians, fellow Kenyans who are fighting for justice. I want to say that you are criminals and you must be dealt with accordingly. And therefore, Nairobians, do not fear. We are with you. We will stand by your side. We will fight by your side. As Babu Owini, I will always be by the side of the people. God bless you and thank you all.
Igwe! 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 Siku zote! Igwe! Gavana Igwe! Sakaja! Tumelinda jiji! Na tuwaogopi wakuje sasa! Wakuje sasa! Igwe siku zote! Mbwekse tuko hapo!
Sakaja mbwekse.
Mbwekse. Siku zote. Kuja.
Jiwa wenyu.
Hivyo.